like I'm saving lives. I do. Like majority of the time, it's nasty. It's just nasty. What's up, you guys? It's Samaya from Nurse Maya TV, and I'm back like a vertebrae. But so today I wanted to talk about why I chose to become an ER tech, and really it's just, y'all, I like nursing, I really do, but I've been a tech or a /CNA for about 3 years now, and let me tell you, being a CNA is tough, okay? It is hard on your body, it is physically draining, okay? And at times, majority of the time, it's nasty. It's just nasty. You know, but that is a big part of nursing. A lot of nursing is, honestly, a lot of things are just kind of nasty, but you're so used to it that it's not even really, like, you realize things are just, it's a natural part of life. The reason why I wanted to become an ER nurse, not ER nurse, but ER tech, is because I had been a CNA for 3 years, and I've done inpatient, I've done surgical PCUs, I've done the med teles and the med surges, and it's not all the same. I learned so much on each of the different floors that I was on, but it's not the kind of nursing that I like, and that's not for me, and it's not the kind of nurse I want to be. I want to be a labor and delivery nurse, or now that I'm in the ER, I'll be an ER nurse. But as far as med surge, and I don't even think I would really want to be an ICU nurse. It's just a lot of physical hard work. Even though all of nursing is a lot of physical hard work, it's just, as a tech and being a tech, it's a lot. It's a lot. You have to push and pull people, and girl. But a tech, and when you go to the ER, you're really not expected to be there more than some hours. If you're there for more than some hours and you are going to be admitted, usually that means that the floor that you're going to be admitted to, you're waiting to get a bed. If you're still in the ER for a long time, you're just waiting to get a bed. For the most part, we have patients, they'll be there for 2-3 hours, 4 or 5 hours at the most, and peace out. They either get discharged or they get admitted, and I get a new patient. And I love that. That is my absolute favorite part of being an ER nurse, is that I don't have to see people for a long period of time. I don't come back to work the next day and have the same patients, and I just love that. When you come in the ER, you get your IV, you get your vital signs taken care of. We try to figure out what's going on with you. We get whatever scans you need, and usually you're in and out of the room at our ER, at least. I've only worked in one ER, so how my ER works is, and the X-ray, they're pretty fast. Like, you order an X-ray, they are there. CAT scan, they are there at my particular ER. So we get the ball rolling, basically, and you know, we try to figure out what's going on with you, fix you up, and if you're leaving, you go home, so we send you home, and if you're staying, then we get you ready to go to the floor where you are inpatient. So in the nursing room, in the emergency room, it's not inpatient technically, so you're not really officially admitted, and once you get to the floor, it's where you get the more admitted experience. But in the ER, the rooms don't have their own bathroom. People don't get served lunch trays. I am the lunch server, so the kitchen will drop off a cart of trays, and if you're getting admitted and you're still here, then you'll get a tray. But if you're going home, usually no one gets trays. It's not really an inpatient vibe. It's more of a you come in and you leave. It's supposed to be a fast-paced thing because depending on where you are, I work at a pretty big emergency room, so that's usually, you know, we try to get you in and we try to get you out as quickly as possible, because who wants to be in the hospital all day, especially if you're not going to be staying. So we try to get you out as quickly as possible. In the ER, I'm able to draw blood, I get vital signs. I am actually a crucial component to codes. When I was working on the floor, honestly, techs weren't a part of codes. Like, it was all nurses. All the nurses got things like, yes, you can participate in the code, but usually, like, it just wasn't, like, it didn't happen nearly as much as it happens in the ER. So all the nurses run to the code, and techs really don't. We just really didn't do much. So we'll just watch, but that was really it. But in the ER, it happens kind of often. Not, you know, it's an emergency room. People come in all kinds of ways, and they call overhead for the techs, like, if there's any techs available, can you please make it to this room, such and such room. And usually everybody knows, like, okay, it's a code. Like, if I'm available, you go get the code cards, we set them up to the monitors, we gotta get them out of their street clothes, we take their blood sugar, we do compressions. We are the key people who will do compressions. They'll look for us first to do compressions most of the times. And I really love that. Like, even it's very unfortunate that somebody is going through what they're going through, but I just like feeling like I'm actually helping to save your life. On the floor, when you're working on the floor, you're more so you're always assisting with daily activities of daily living, brushing teeth, taking showers, getting them bathed up, cleaning them when they soil themselves, helping them walk, helping them get in and out of the bed, things like that. And that really can be, depending on who your patient is, that can really be a lot of work, because if you have a heavy patient who really can't do much for themselves, and you're doing almost everything for them, and then you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many other patients that you still have to do things for, and who need help, because in the hospital everybody isn't healthy and everybody just can't do things for themselves. So we help them do those things. I'm 23, y'all. I am 23, and my back, honey, sometimes my back be killing me. I be feeling like an old lady. Y'all, excuse this sun situation. The sun is strong right now. It's strong, and it's kind of washing me out a little bit. Let me see if I can close the blinds. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I hope that's a little bit better. It's kind of, ooh, child. Anyways, I just felt like going to the ER was just gonna give me a break, to say. Being a personal maid, like being a maid to people, and I really, when I first started, it was, even still now, like, I enjoy the work that I do for the position I am in right now. I am very excited to become a nurse, not so I don't have to do the things I do now, because that is a part of nursing. Doing CNA work is a part of being a nurse, and it's a part of nursing, and it doesn't mean that I will never do it once I become a nurse. It's just that that's not the only thing that I do is be a maid for these patients and feed them, and, you know, so I feel like I can help them in a little bit more ways, help educate my patients, and this, that, and the third. So being in the ER, you learn a lot, and that's my favorite. That, like, when I would leave I was at one job for 3 years, and within that job I went to different floors, and I learned a lot. But it's the first floor, the main floor that I was on, it was a huge floor. It was a surgical floor. It was a big commitment. So I learned so much. And that was the whole purpose of me getting a job as a CNA, was to learn. And it's made nursing school, to me, so much easier. So being in the ER, I'm learning, like, you know, and most of the nurses, most of the techs in the ER, we're all nursing students for the most part, and the nurses know that, and they teach. They will teach, or they will ask you questions. Main reason, I guess what I'm trying to say is, the main reason I chose to become an ER tech is because I feel like I'm saving lives. I really do. Like, in the ER tech, like, sometimes you get people who come in any kind of way. People, like, one day we pulled 2 people out of their cars. So it's still labor, but it's like you get a rush. So that's really, like, I like that rush feeling. Like, I want to feel like Grey's Anatomy a little bit, but let me tell you, nursing in a hospital is nothing like Grey's Anatomy, and I hate people who come up in a hospital who think they're gonna get treated like it's Grey's Anatomy, and it's not. Working in the ER just make it feel a little bit closer to Grey's Anatomy. Y'all, the lighting is just, this lighting, y'all, but it's raining now. Y'all know how it was just nice and bright and it was burning my side. It's raining now. That's Florida. I live in Florida. That is Florida weather. Okay, one moment it's nice and bright outside, and the next moment it's raining. So that's what I'm dealing with my whole lighting situation. But being in the ER, those are the main things. I get to participate in CPR. I don't feel like someone's maid. Not all day, all day I'm walking people back and forth to the bathroom and changing diapers, and honestly that was like that was the main thing that got me excited to like peace out and go to the emergency room. And that I honestly, like, I feel like I'm on Grey's Anatomy sometimes. Also, I wanted to experience the emergency room. I don't know why I keep wanting to say nursing room. I wanted to experience what it's like to be in the emergency room, because I want to do labor and delivery, and right now I'm kind of like, I'm really thinking hard about being a midwife or a family nurse practitioner, but I'll talk more about that later. But I want to go ahead and shoot for my master's like a year or 2 after I graduate, after I get about a year or 2 of nursing experience, and I want my master's before I'm 30. Preferably, yeah, before I'm 30. I'm 23 right now, so I got a year and a half left of nursing school. I'll be 24 when I graduate nursing school, so hopefully I want my master's to be done and finished, not starting it, but done by the time I'm 30. And I wanted to experience the emergency room. I wanted to experience the emergency room life, because I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, I kind of want to be an emergency room nurse, but I know that the burnout can be real. So I wanted to experience the emergency room, even if it wasn't as a nurse, because I do want to go. Like, my goal, I'm trying so hard. I know it's so hard to get into labor and delivery, but I want to get into labor and delivery as soon as I get out of nursing school, and I know it's possible. I just got to find who gonna hire me, and I wanted to just figure out what I liked a little bit more. Do I like emergency medicine or labor and delivery? Because I don't have any children, but I'm so interested in the process of bearing a child, and I just think the female body and the woman anatomy and what it can do is so amazing. And like, I just want to be a part of bringing life into this world. I want to be a part of a happy moment in people's lives. Well, in the majority of people's lives. I want to dip my toe in, and I feel like it's gonna help me even more now, because I'm learning even more than I have on my 3 years on the floor, because there's just, the possibilities of what could come in are endless. So you have to be prepared to know how to treat things and assist with whatever the doctors need to be assisting with in emergent times. And it's a lot. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've been working in the emergency room for 4 months now, and I've seen a lot, and I've learned a lot, and I've loved it. I loved it. You know, I'm that kind of nerd. You know, us nursing students and med students, we are nerds, and yeah, that is why I chose to be an emergency room tech. I hope this video wasn't all over the place. This is my first video I've made that I've sat down and I've talked to a camera. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you have any questions, or if you have any input, or if, you know, whatever, I want this like channel to kind of be a forum, like a nursing forum, like for people who are interested in the nursing field, who are already in the nursing field, who, you know, could give advice to other people, and blah blah blah, and let's just start up a nice community. Let me know what that you would like to see. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is nursemaya.k. That's NURSEMAYA.k. Yeah, bye.